Hey, Batman Mark here with Mike Kadile,
Yeah.
who is a toy inventor for Mattel. And we're going to have him go over a little bit of his background and then tell us about his new invention here for Mattel, and of course for Batman, which I am. And I forgot to tell you guys that we're here with actionfigurecollectors.com. So check us out on the web, actionfigurecollectors.com. I'm going to turn it over to Mike, and he's going to give us a rundown. We're going to banter a little bit here and show us a little bit of this new RC we got going on. So tell me a little bit about yourself again, Mike.
So my name's Mike Kadile. I'm a designer at Mattel. I've been a designer there for about a little over 4 years. My prior background was a toy inventor. I worked as a toy inventor for a company called Ray Kemper out of Chicago, Illinois. And that's pretty much all we did. When I got to Mattel, I basically became an in-house toy inventor over there. And I guess in the last, say, year and a half, they kind of let the reins go on me and said, just
do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. And so this actual Batmobile is the product of a previous item. When I showed and pitched the idea for this Batmobile, it had way more features and way more motors, but they said, okay, we want it all. Let's scale it back. And I think they were still happy with what they got, because once I show you the features, I think all you guys will be pretty happy with what you get.
So would you like to run us through it?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Right. So I'll start it up.
You touched something. What did you touch?
I just turned it on. I turned my model on.
Okay.
I'm going to run through the sound on it. The sound is proportional to the throttle.
Well, hold on a second. Let's hear it. Ready? Smoke is actually coming out of the back of this thing, guys. This is crazy.
That is actual smoke burner that does come in the toy. The throttle is proportional. The smoke is proportional, so the faster you go, the more smoke you'll get. And at idle, it'll just sit there like so, pouring out. The real Batmobile, when it was constructed, you can go on YouTube and find it. They had the ability to raise the car 2 feet off the back end suspension. Right. So once I saw that, I was like, I don't know if they're ever going to show it in the movie or ever do it, but I said, why not add it in? So my car races 2 inches off the back end. It's scale to scale since this is a 1/10 versus its real car.
Do that one more time. Let it go down and let it go up. You got to see the gears moving back here, guys. It's amazing. He's got unbelievable suspension system in the back, and it raises and lowers it as he's using the gear levers.
So we can go to the front of the car, and this is where a lot of the action's happening in the front. The steering, the Gatling guns, and the rocket launcher are all tied together. So I can track my enemies while I steer the car, like so. But the actual Gatling guns itself are animated, so they do spin up. Okay, now we go inside the car where Batman actually is.
Oh, wow, it sits the figure.
Yeah, it seats the figure. So in most toys, you have a molded figure that just never comes out. Well, in our car, that's a true 6-inch action figure. It will come out. You can pose them on the outside. It will not be that one. It'll actually be the tech suit Batman that comes with the car from the movie. It will have a cloth cape, approximately maybe about 8 points of articulation. But it's a special Batman because he actually steers the car.
So the ball joints and such.
Exactly, are a little bit looser. Yeah,
Wheel,
and that's it. He's holding on. So he's animated. He steers the car like so.
Get in there? You gotta get in the cockpit, dude. It's insane. Look at him turning the steering wheel. Gil is showing you guys the cockpit as Mike is just getting the wheels to turn back and forth. It's insane.
The dash is actually interactive too. The faster you go, the light pattern will change. When you hit the brakes, everything will light up. And over his shoulder, underneath the roll cage, you'll see an FPV camera, because the actual end product will not be controlled like this. We're going to give you full effects and have full control over it via your smart device, your smartphone, your tablet. Once you connect to it, it'll actually do some pretty cool things in augmented overlay way. Just like Snapchat, you can change your face to a dog, a cat, whatever. We take that kind of technology and tracking technology, and we could track where the phone is, we could track where the gun is, and this massive cannon, rocket launchers. So when the user actually fires off the Gatling guns, he'll see muzzle flashes through his phone. But since it's tracked and I know the distance, I know where it is, I can actually make those muzzle flashes follow and a pattern, tracer bullets coming out the end.
That's awesome.
Since the user is sitting behind the rocket launcher and just doesn't see the front, take advantage of that and actually have rockets leave the rocket launcher, go off in the distance, and blow up.
So you could aim it at a building.
You
and
could.
On your smartphone,
you
see
the explosion on your
happen.
building. Exactly,
I love
exactly.
it.
So nice thing about the cannon too, when the cannon raises up and launches that massive artillery shell, the actual image on the phone, we can actually shake the actual imagery on there. And then 2 seconds later, farther off in the distance, a huge explosion. So we could use the magic of our phones and the kind of technology that's out there now. So it not only is just alive on the outside, Batman's driving the car, but it gives that user that experience what it's like you're strapped a GoPro on the back of that roll cage and riding shotgun while you're taking control of it, firing the guns and everything like that.
That's
so
awesome.
Full user experience the whole time.
That's great.
So the car does come with a few things. It comes with that 6-inch action figure. The actual smoke solution itself is an actual, it's a special solution. It's not, you can get it at any hobby store, but we do give you a 30 milliliter bottle of it in the car. It lasts a long time. A couple drops lasts a long time. And you get the charging system that comes with it. So the car will top out about 6 to 7 miles per hour.
Nice.
And
does it climb?
No, it does not climb. It does not climb.
Doesn't climb.
It does not climb. Not yet. Not yet. But yeah, this is one of Batman's vehicles in a multitude of arsenal of weapons that you will end up seeing in the new new Justice League movie. So
Excellent.
yeah.
Excellent. Anything else, Mike, that you haven't shown us yet?
As far as the vehicle goes,
Yes.
not really. I think you guys have seen it all. I will say this, because we take advantage of the actual updates on the phone, the user later can look for updates, because just in case I missed anything from the movie, and when the movie comes out, like what if he shoots like different rockets from the thing, I can actually change that in the software
and
update it so it's more movie correct.
Download the update and it's more
Download
accurate.
the update. Yeah, exactly. We don't know whether he'll be able to shoot like flamethrowers or something like that, but the user experience is tied into something so that he can hold on to this item, see if there's updates. We can, when more different technology comes out, we can utilize that camera and some special effects. We're going to take advantage of that. So the user has something that he has for a long time and can play with it.
Very cool, Mike. Now let me ask you the most important question of all.
Yeah.
What's the price point on this puppy?
Price point on this puppy is $250. And
worth every penny.
I would say there's a lot in this car for $250. And it's pretty alive. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And is the construction both metal and plastic?
Well, if you look over there, that is actually more reminiscent of what you're actually going to be purchasing. This is my model, the model that I built. The prototype. But we haven't sacrificed size. As a matter of fact, we've actually gotten a little bit more realistic with the actual scale of it, the way the wings on the back sit down, and the actual deco. Mine looks a little bit more worn. I actually took the liberties and went kind of crazy, thinking like, oh, he bashed through a building, he jumped battle damage. But actually, closer inspection on a lot of the photos that I was able to see during the build of this, it's not that beat up. There are a lot of little scuffs here and there, but I feel like, the person...
It just adds to the texture of the
vehicle. Right. If anybody wanted to take a dry brush to it and wear it themselves, be my guest, go for it. But the actual real car does have like real hollow rubber tires in the front and back. It does everything mine does. No expense was spared on this thing. We did not water down any of the features.
Nice.
So what you get is what you get, man. We went all in on this one.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is incredible. When it hits, I will definitely be the first one online to buy one of these puppies.
Right.
This is insane. And the fact that the steering wheel
yeah.
moves his hands, and so the figure is exclusive just to this vehicle.
Just to this vehicle, yes. So yeah, when you get it in your exclusive big box, you'll be a tray, you'll be able to pull it out, and there'll be 3 things waiting for you: the Charger, the Solution, and Batman.
Awesome. Mike, thank you so much, man.
Yeah,
it's been
great
a
to meet you, Batman.
Thank you. Guys, this is Batman Mark, out for actionfigurecollectors.com. Take care. Thank you, dude. That was awesome.
You're welcome, man. Absolutely.
Love this shit.